Good day everyone, my name is Joshua Nagita. We are going to tackle autonomy of channel pricing structure. So there are guidelines for developing effective channel pricing strategies. Number one is each efficient reseller must obtain unit profit margins. Number two, each class of reseller margin should vary in raw proportion to the cost of the function. Number three, at all points in vertical chain, channel levels. Number four, special distribution arrangement. Number five, margins allowed to any type of reseller must conform to the conventional. Number six, values in margins on individual models and styles. Number seven is a price structure should contain offerings at the cheap price points. Number 8 is a manufacturer price structure must reflect various in the attractive of individual. So they are profit margins. What is profit margins? Profit margins are channel members need margins that are, are more than adequate to cover the costs associated with handling a particular products. So that's all.
Good morning, everyone. I am Generous Aguilia's sister, and now I tackle all about the different classes of reseller. So, what are the different classes of reseller? So, reseller can be categorized into several classes based on their business model and the role they play in the supply chain. First, we have here the wholesaler. These are the large entities that purchase goods in a bulk from manufacturers and sell them to retailers or other business. They typically do not sell in the direct consumer and focus on managing large inventories and managing large. Second is the distributors. Distributors buy products from manufacturers and sell them to the various supply chain participants, including the wholesaler, the retailers, and the consumers. They often have the closer relationship with the wholesalers and they get engaged in the marketing efforts of the product they distribute. And also, we have here the power seller. This reseller purchases resources in a bulk from services provided in a bulk with these resources into their own offerings, often creating unique services plans of their clients. So we have also the retailers. Retailers are the final link in the supply chain to sell products directly to consumers. They focus on customers. Last but not the least is the online digital reseller. Primarily operating through e-commerce platforms, these resellers leverage digital marketing strategies to reach consumer efficiency. That's all. I hope you understand my report and that's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Nicole Balatena and I will be further explaining about the guidelines developing effective pricing strategy. So the fourth guideline is the special arrangement. So if the usual allocation of distribution tasks between the manufacturer and the channel members changes, the margin structure should reflect these changes. So normally, ang a manufacturer and the people who help sell the products like ang mga wholesaler or retailers each have their own jobs to do. Like example, some manufacturer, they make the product while the retailers, they sell it to the customers. Pero, minsan, these setups also changes. Like, halimbawa, yung mga manufacturer might start also selling directly sa customer. Or yung mga retailers naman might take on more work like promoting the product. So uh, when this happen, it is called the special arrangement. Kasi yung normal way of doing things has changed. So since the work has changed, the way of profit shared or the profit shared, which is the margin, should also change to be fair. If if someone doing more work, they should get more margin or more profit. If someone is doing less work, they might get less margin. So it's about being fair based on the amount of work each person does. So in short, the special arrangement happens when the usual jobs in product distribution are changed, and the money earned by each party should be adjusted to make the new setup, to match the new setup. So the next one will be the conventional norms in margin. So according to Oxenfeld, most of the channel members expect to receive a certain amount of profit or margin that is seen normal or fair or proper. And this is called the conventional norm. Ito yung mga nakukuha nila, usually get. No? This is what they used in getting, especially sa profit na. So, because because of that, they strongly believed in because they strongly believed in these normal margins, medyo mahirap para sa mga factory to give them less than what they expect. So, if the manufacturer wants to change the margin and give them less money than usual, the channel manager has an important job. Yeah. Ang channel manager has an important job to explain clearly to the channel members why is this happening. So, kailangan i-explain talaga ng maayos para maintindihan ng mga channel members or ng mga ng mga channel members nga kung bakit naging less na lang yung binigay sa kanila, or why they received lesser than the usual na natatanggap nila. So, even though the explanation might not make everyone happy, it shows honesty and helps channel members understand the reason behind the decision. So, mas maganda talaga yung transparency sa isang company or sa isang production, para mas maintindihan talaga nila. Then, so overall, about the conventional norms in margins, it talks about the channel members. The channel members usually expect the same profit margin they are used to. If there's a change, especially sa lower margin, the manufacturer needs to explain why. Kasi yung mga minsan kadalasan sa mga tao, they don't easily accept changes from the normal. So that is, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir. I am Shane Molao, and my topic for today is Rebel Brands. Rebel Brands differential in the margin available to channel members carrying competitive brands should be kept within tolerable limits. The practical question facing the channel manager attempting to apply this guideline is what levels of margin differentials are within tolerable limits? Unfortunately, there is no straightforward answer to this question. Channel managers then should attempt to weigh any margin differentials between their own and competitive brands in terms of what kind of support their firms offer and what level of support they expect from channel members. If this relationship is found to differ significantly from the competition's differentials and margin should be examined in terms of these differences. So, rival brands are competing products in the same category. For example, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are rival soft drink brands. They target the same customers and compete on price, taste, and availability. Businesses must manage relationships and profit margins carefully when both rival brands are carried by the same retailers. That's all. Thank you.
Margin variation on models. So it means that different product or models in the same product line make different amount of profit. So the more product, the more profit. What does it mean by margin? So margin refers to the profit made on a product in any product line or a group of related products. So margin variations means that some products bring in higher profits while others bring is less. What are traffic builders or promotional products? These are the low price items in the product line. They are also known as a promotional product because they attract customers' attention and bring people into the store or to the brand. So this product usually give a low profits to both the manufacturer and also the channel members. Why do channel members accept low margins? So first, let's define what is low margins. Low margins is also known as low profit products. So the channel members accept the low margins if they believe that the product will promote brand or it will bring more customer to their store. So that's all for my part. I am Paklar Nisi.
What is a pricing point? A pricing point refers to a specific price level or range that a business set for its product or services, taking into account previous factors such as, in other words, consumers come to expect certain product to be available at the customer prices. While the most price points rise, sometimes price points can actually move down. So we have a pricing strategy. We have three strategy. Number one is a premium pricing. Premium pricing is higher price for high quality or unique product. Number two is a penetration pricing, a low price to attract customers and against market share. Number three is a value-based pricing. So value-based pricing is a price set based on the perceived value to customer.
Number 8 is product variation. When a manufacturer attaches price to the various models within a given product lines, it should be careful to associate price different in product features. If the price different are not closely associated with the visible or identified product feature, the channel member will have a more difficult selling job to the consumer. Example nako sa product version kay Sanina. Example, namaligya ko og Sanina. Ang isa kay brand new ug ang isa kay Brato. Katong brand new na Sanina, ang presyo kay 500 ug ang Brato na Sanina kay 100. Pare sila Sanina pero lahi sila og presyo kay ang brand new na Sanina kay sikat og trending sa social media ug ang brato na Sanina kay dugay na. Mao nang product variation. Parehas sila og product pero lahi sila og presyo. Mura na siya.
Good day everyone, my name is Sandara Pilosion and today my topic is other issue in channel pricing. So, what is a channel pricing? Channel pricing involves settings and right price across different sales channel, direct sales, reseller, e-commerce platform, distributor, well it can drive revenue and customer satisfaction. It also introduces receivable issue. So, example of channel pricing. First is direct online store, retail store, e-commerce marketplace, and last, telecom carrier bundle. So, other of channel pricing. Customer notice price different and many wait for details or ship channel. Retail partners and make complain it's the brand undercut them. The brand most manage probability relationship and customer trust across all channel.
Hello everyone, I am the next reporter. I am Angelica B. Ubineta, and my part is exercising control and channel pricing. So, in this part, It discusses the challenges that manufacturers face when attempting control and pricing strategies of their channel members like distributors and retailers. So, the channel member often view pricing as their own domain, and any attempt by the manufacturer is exert control can be met with resistance. So, there are core problems in facing that or trying to control the pricing strategies. So, the balancing control and cooperation. So, the manufacturers need channel member support and cooperation to implement their pricing strategies effectively. However, directly controlling channel member pricing is difficult and it can alienate those members. So the manufacturers walks a tightrope between needing control to achieve its pricing goals and needing cooperation to avoid damaging relationships. So there are three guidelines to avoid the problem. First, avoid coercive approach. So the manufacturers should avoid any forceful or manipulative tactics to control channel members' pricing. So this approach are counterproductive and damage relationship. So next is encroachment only when vital. So the manufacturers should only interface with channel members' pricing policies. It's absolutely essential for their long-term strategic interest. So this emphasizes the need for careful consideration and a strong justification before intervening. So the lastly, if the manufacturers feels it's necessary to exert some control, they should attempt to do so through friendly persuasion. So kaning si avoid coercive approach and encroachment. So dapat kanang kung gusto ka avoid nimo or you have to do through friendly persuasion. Dili kay basta-basta lang nimo nga kuno nimuhang kanang nimuhang you as a manufacturers basta-bastahon lang nimo kuno nimuhang channel member. So rather than coercive methods. So this emphasizes a collaboration to managing pricing within distribution channel. So the idea is to achieve the desired pricing outcomes through negotiations and agreement rather than imposing them. So dili ka basta-basta, no? You have to avoid problem para ma-long term ang imuhang relationship between your channel members.
Dealing with the gray market and free riding. Two of the most troublesome developments affecting the pricing policies and strategies of many manufacturers of branded products are the gray market and the related phenomenon of free riding. Gray markets sell genuine product by selling genuine goods unofficially. Free riders benefit without contributing. Key terms and definition. Gray market refers to the sale, usually at a very low prices, and brand name products by unauthorized distributors or dealers. Free riding, a term used to describe the behavior of distributors and dealing with who offer extremely low prices but little of any service to customers. The discounters get a free ride from the services provided by the higher price full-service distributors, and dealers with the consumers uses the full-service distributors and dealers for product information and the buy from the lower price vendor. That's all.
Good morning everyone. Good morning sir.